Okay, so we're going to use a DigiProg3. This is the main unit to program or reprogram the mileage on a Yamaha R1 93C46 EEPROM chip. So this is the EEPROM chip that we're looking at. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's get the light on it. There you go. So it's a DIP dual inline package chip, old school, 8-pin EEPROM chip, and we're going to use this DigiProg3 to program it using the 04 plug, which is the plug 04. It actually says, as you'll see in a bit, that you're supposed to use the 01 plug, but this is the correct one to use. And the way we connect the chip is having taken it off the printed circuit board of the clocks. We then line up pin number 1, which is always, as you look at the chip, there's a semicircle on it. It's really hard to show on this camera. There's a semicircle at one end, that end, and this is pin 1. So pin 1 lines up with the clip with the red wire on the clip, and you just pull the clip apart. Let's get a bit of light on this. Pull the clip apart and you place the chip in. So if we put it under the light there, hopefully you can see a bit better. So just drop that into the chip holder, and then make sure it's properly seated. So if you see that, hopefully that is correctly in the clip. So we have connections to all 8 pins. Right, so now the next step is to plug this, well, let's plug this into the DigiProg. So just plug it in the DB25 connector at the back there. There you go, and then we'll fire up the box. So just put the power supply in, and I'm going to turn the light off now so you can see a little bit better what happens. So let's do that again close up. So take the lead out, put the lead back in, and this is what you see as you start the DigiProg3 up. And just click OK, and the password is 1. OK, and you'll see on the main menu here we've got EEPROM chip reading and writing, cars and trucks, and we're going to go to motorcycle because it's a Yamaha one, and then scroll down the list. This does seem to be a bit of an idiosyncrasy of the DigiProg. The screen just doesn't respond when you touch sensitive screen, leaves a lot to be desired. Anyway, so we've selected Yamaha and we're going to scroll down, and then we've got the R1 there. So, and it's a C46 chip, 2001. And you'll see it's saying the name of the chip, 93C46, and it's saying use plug 1. Well, this is actually plug 4. Plug 1 deals with the smaller form factor DIP style chip, so it's just not appropriate. One for the chip won't fit in the clip. So we're going to go with this one. OK. And it should start trying to read the value. Okay, so on here you can see it's listed, it's got the name of the vehicle, it's got the chip number, the year, and it's saying again the EEPROM number, and then the mileage. Right, it's actually got it down here as kilometers, but that is the mileage, and it's 27,584. That's near enough, damn it, to what it actually is. It's something like 27,424 or something. So if we want to test this, we'll set the new value to 40,000 just for test, and say OK. So we put 40,000 in there, and we're going to say right, and it says check written value 40,000 kilometers. So if we want to go in and verify that, we then go back into motorcycle. Oops, don't know what happened then. Let's do that again. So if we select motorcycle and scroll down the list of manufacturers, Yamaha, and we want the R1, and it's saying use plug 1, so we're using plug 4. And you'll see it's now got a new value here of 40,000 kilometers. So that's verifying that the value that we've written, the new value, has actually taken onto the chip and been recorded on the chip. So at this point now, you take the chip out of the clip and resolder it back onto the printed circuit board on the R1 clocks. Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to change it back to 27,424, which is what it was. So we've got our new value here. We go 20. Oops, not 22. Bugger. Let's do that again. Chip not found. Let's try that again. I think it's alright. I selected the wrong chip there because it's M56 and it should have been the 46. Let's just go back into Yamaha again. Select model. R1. And we're going to go for that. Okay, plug 1. And now it's listing the right chip, the 93C46. And the old value is 40,000 kilometers. We're going to send it back to, I think it said it was 27,585, didn't it? Before 27,585. And now OK, and it's saying check written value 27,584. So if we then read that one more time just to verify, so we're going to, for the amount of time it takes to get the chip out, you may as well do the one more read to check that it's gone back to what you said it was, what you're hoping it would go back to. Motorcycle. You have to be quite patient with these keyboards because they just don't respond. And then sometimes they'll take 2 clicks and you end up on a page that you don't want to be on. So C46. And one final read. And I'm hoping this is going to say 27,584 or 585. And there you go, that's the read value, so 27584. I'm happy with that. That means that this particular program will write to this particular chip, and any value that we put in the new value will come up on the clocks as not kilometers but at miles. and that is using the DigiProg3 to read an EEPROM and write to an EEPROM chip. Thank you for watching. If you wanted to see any other videos or visit the website, it is www.digital-mileagecorrection.co.uk. Thanks again for watching.